Hello and welcome back. There is something about a home that feels calm. Our home isn't always perfect, but there are few small things we can do that keep it from ever feeling out of control. Over time, I have realized it's not really about doing more. It's the small everyday habits, the one you don't even think about, that quietly keep a home feeling calm and in control. So, today I'm sharing a few realistic habits that help me keep my home clean without spending all day doing it. And one of my favorite ways to start the day is this, just letting the morning light and fresh air in. Right now, the weather here is really nice. It's that in between time, late spring and early summer. So, I opened the windows, pulled back the curtains, and turned on the humidifier, and it instantly made the home feel fresh again. I know that you are having a hard. I like to add a few drops of my favorite essential oil while wiping surfaces, and it just makes the whole space feel a little more fresh and calm. I usually go over the areas that are most visible: the TV unit, the crockery counter, the fridge doors, and the dining table. Nothing too detailed, just a quick wipe. And honestly, that alone makes the space feel so much more tidy. 'Cause we only want what's best for you. I know that after the weekend, especially, I feel the house needs a little reset. Things tend to shift. Cushions move around, books gets left out, and small things just start to collect on the coffee table. So I took a few minutes today to gently bring everything back in place. Folded the throws, stacked the books, and cleared the table. These small resets don't take long, but they bring a sense of order back into my day, and I feel more focused, more present, and even a little more motivated throughout the day. So, whenever you are not feeling motivated to do house chores, just start with one favorite corner of your home. Refresh it gently, and you will instantly notice how it shifts the energy of the entire space and your mood too. While I am here, I also picked up anything that doesn't belong in this room and placed it in the basket on the stairs. It's a small system I have started following. Anything that needs to go upstairs just goes in the basket, and it saves me from going back and forth while also keeping things slowly spreading around the house. Finishing the last step is a habit I try to follow in small ways throughout my day. It simply means not leaving things halfway done. In the morning while I am making my tea, I usually put the washed dishes back in their place. Since the dishwasher was loaded the night before, this small step in the morning completes the entire task. It also makes room in the dishwasher for the new load of dishes, preventing a pile-up in the sink. Another simple example is our laundry. Like last evening, I had folded the clothes but didn't have time to put them away. So I completed that final step today as soon as I got time. Otherwise, it just ends up sitting on the bed and slowly turns into clutter. But finishing it right away makes the space feel lighter and keeps things from piling up mentally and visually. A quick example, yesterday while cooking I spilled some oil from the oil jars but didn't have time to clean it thoroughly. So while I was already cooking today, I took a minute to wipe them, clean the tray and reset the small corner. It's such a small habit, but it really prevents things from building up unnoticed. And it also keeps the kitchen feeling clean and easy to manage while I'm working in there. Similarly, I do small resets like tidying a drawer or refilling pantry jars before they run out. It just feels easier to do it in the moment rather than leave it for later. And this is really what I mean by finishing the last step. not letting small things wait for later, as it keeps small messes from building up over time, especially in the kitchen. If you're enjoying today's video, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It will mean a lot. Similarly, after cooking in the morning, I always take a moment to reset the kitchen, wiping the counters, clearing peels in the compost, and cleaning the cooktop. I also usually make breakfast and lunch together so I don't end up cleaning twice later. And one of the most common questions I get is how my kitchen always stays this clean, or even whether I really cook here at all. And honestly, it comes down to this simple habit: finishing the last step. Do try it and let me know if it works for you. Next, I really believe in upgrading tools that actually save effort. Here I'm just refilling my robot vacuum, emptying the dirty water tank, and doing a quick reset. If you're someone like me managing everything on your own without help, some days it can feel overwhelming. That's why I really believe in investing in tools that save time and energy. And the robot vacuums, especially the mopping function, has been such a lifesaver. I recently upgraded from a smaller version to this one, and the difference has been huge. Every time I empty the dirty water tank, I am reminded how much unseen dust builds up, especially on wooden or laminate flooring where it's not always visible. And it honestly feels reassuring knowing this part of cleaning is taken care of. Of course, once in a while we still do a deep clean for the corners it can't reach, but day to day it really helps me stay consistent without effort. Having large glass doors and windows really adds to the aesthetics of a home, but keeping them clean is honestly also a task. For that, I use this glass cleaner. It makes the process so much quicker and easier. And it's not just for windows. I also use it for the mirrors and other glass surfaces in the bathrooms, and it instantly gives everything a clear, streak-free finish. So another task ticked off from the list. The next habit, or rather a system I follow, is setting up a functional entryway or a foyer area. This is the first space we step into when we enter the house, so I always feel it sets the tone for everything else. Right here, I keep a small basket on the console table for everyday essentials like keys and cards. And then as we move further, we have designated areas for shoes and jackets. We have this under staircase storage area which we have turned into shoe storage for 3 of us. And along with that, we keep all the daily use items like bags, caps, umbrellas, and sunglasses in one organized space. It makes such a difference because the moment we enter, everything has a place and things don't just get dropped randomly around the house. And I try to make sure my son follows the same too, even if it takes a few reminders. Of course, not every home will have the same setup, but even a small designated spot for these daily essentials can really help reduce clutter. What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? Our bedroom is where we spend almost 8 to 10 hours every day. Yet it's often the space we pay the least attention to. Every 7 to 10 days, I like to do a gentle linen refresh, changing the duvet covers, straightening the pillows, and resetting the bed. It's a very simple routine, but it instantly shifts the energy of the room, making it feel lighter, calmer, and more put together. And I have noticed it doesn't just improve sleep, it brings a quiet sense of clarity and calm to the mind. As for me, a tidy bedroom always gently sets the tone for the rest of the day. Another habit I have been following lately, and I like to call it the one load to start rule. It simply means starting the day with just one small load. It could be laundry, dishes, or anything that needs to get done around the house. So, after doing my bedroom reset yesterday, today I began the morning with laundry, placing the bed linen straight into the washing machine. Since the weather looked clear with no rain forecast, it felt like the perfect day to dry everything outdoors. As I really enjoy that simple feeling of sun-dried linens, even though it almost feels like a small luxury here since it rains most of the time. Another thing that I have noticed when I start with just one load in the morning is that the rest of the day feels lighter, and by evening that one task is already done and off my mind.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile.
No matter how clean the kitchen countertop is, if the sink is full of dishes or not properly cleaned, the whole kitchen somehow feels unfinished. And it's not just about how it looks, it also affects how you feel stepping into the kitchen. I personally don't feel like cooking in a space that is messy, so I follow a simple 5-minute sink rule. Just a quick rinse, scrub, and clear out before I finish. Keeping the sink clean and dry is actually one of the most important habits in the kitchen. It helps prevent buildup, reduces the need for deep cleaning later, and also keeps things like sponges and scrub pads from staying damp, which is often where germs tend to build up. And it also makes sure the kitchen never feels like it needs a big reset at the end of the day.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around. But there's something about you I like, about you I like.
Once everything is done and the house is set, I like to end on a note that makes the whole process feel rewarding. Not like a task, but like a rhythm. So I lit a candle in the kitchen and made myself a cup of my favorite cold coffee and took a moment to step outside, sit with a book in the garden, make the most of the sunshine, and slow down a little. I have realized when you follow simple systems like this in your home, it doesn't feel like you are constantly cleaning anymore. There is less need for big reset days because everything flows naturally through the week and it becomes more of a rhythm than a routine. And before ending today's video, I just wanted to share something I came across while reading. It spoke about gratitude and it stayed with me. It quoted, "Before you complain about cleaning your house, remember that some people don't even have a shelter. And before you complain about washing dishes, remember some don't even have any water." And I think that's such a grounding reminder to slow down and be grateful for the everyday things we often overlook. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Happy homemaking.